Green Bay. This was billed as the rematch of the NFC title game and therefore slotted for Thursday Night Football. But it sure doesn't feel like a rematch. Not in the traditional sense anyway. Tossing aside the COVID-19 issues for the moment, the teams are just too different, especially San Francisco. Taking a look at the starting lineups from last January, and including top rotational players, the changes for the 49ers are astounding. With wide receiver Deebo Samuel and running back Tevin Coleman declared out on the injury report, that makes 17 of San Francisco's primary 25-plus players from the NFC title game not around for this one. On offense, in addition to Samuel and Coleman, quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, tight end George Kittle, running back Raheem Mostert and center Ben Garland are injured. Offensive linemen Joe Staley and Mike Person retired. Receiver Emmanuel Sanders left in free agency. Throw-in receiver Kendrick Bourne testing positive for COVID-19 and not a single player who touched the ball for the 49ers in the playoff meeting will be playing. On defense, defensive lineman Nick Bosa, Dee Ford and Solomon Thomas, along with cornerback Richard Sherman, are injured. Lineman DeForest Bucker and linebacker Kwon Alexander were traded, and lineman Sheldon departed as a free agent. All that said, when Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers looks at the 49ers' defense, he sees the anchors in the middle of coordinator Robert Saleh's unit, linebackers Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw, still steering a pretty tight ship. "It's a really good defense regardless of who's playing," said Rodgers, going on to compliment Warner especially as an elite defender. "They're missing some rush guys who are really important to what they're doing, but they're very well coached. They play really, really well together." The list of the Packers changes from last January isn't as extensive. 11 of their roughly 24+ top players, but if David Bakhtiari, Aaron Jones and/or Allen Lazard return from their injuries the number could shrink. The immediate offensive adjustments the Packers have to make are in the backfield, where A.J. Dillon and Jamaal Williams are on the reserve COVID-19 list and Jones is questionable with a calf injury. So the Packers are in a make-the-best-of-what-you-have mode reminiscent of back-to-back 2016 games against Chicago, coincidentally on a Thursday night, and Atlanta when the offensive skill positions as a whole were ravaged by injuries. "I think that's the beauty in this league, it's ever-changing and there's different challenges to be attacked every single week," Rodgers said. "Some of it's based on the opponent you're going against. Some of it's based on your own personnel being in or out. We'll have a good plan for whoever gets to get those opportunities. I look forward to the challenge." As the top two playoff seeds in the NFC from last season, the 49ers and Packers are in distinctly different places in 2020, too.